Are you frustrated with certain people in your life? They just don't get it. Well, in this video, we're going to give you a strategy for eliminating that frustration. I'm going to give you 4 steps if you're dealing with people that are just frustrating. They just get on your nerves. They don't seem to understand. You feel like you're speaking truth, but they just don't get it. Don't share your wisdom with fools. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but at some point you've got to realize that and think about it. Are you sharing your wisdom? Are you investing your time with people who are foolish? People who are trapped in this world, people who aren't willing to be open-minded, people who aren't willing to see the truth as you see it. At some point, it becomes debilitating to you if you continue to invest your wisdom. Maybe you're growing and the people that you're thinking about in your life aren't. So there comes a time where you just have to let them go. Because if they're not ready to grow and be open as well, you're wasting your precious wisdom on fools. So that's the first step. You have to be ready to understand that and know that it's biblical, so it's okay. You don't have to keep beating your head against the wall. Okay, step 2, look for ego and people who are self-absorbed. That's how you're going to know if you're dealing with fools. If you hear a lot of I, if it's all about them, you can spot ego because they want to control. They want to make sure that they get credit. They want to hear themselves talk in a conversation. So pay attention when you're in conversation with these people that you're frustrated with. Are they the ones always wanting to talk? And when you focus on just listening, you'll be able to tell if the ego is involved. And that's not a bad thing. Everybody, I'm no different than you. We all have to consciously eliminate ego and pride from our lives. It's going to surface. So just be aware of that. So this is a tip. You may be dealing with a fool if you see a lot of that ego and self-absorption. All right, so that's the second part of the strategy. Third part is check in on what they believe. So versus getting frustrated by these people and trying to share with them the truth as you know it, ask them questions. If you run into a situation where they don't agree or they don't see the truth, ask them why. Ask them what it is they believe. Ask them why they believe that. And don't try to counter them, just listen to understand. And then you're going to know if you're dealing with a fool. Somebody that is foolish, if you ask enough questions, they're going to reveal the foundation of their foolishness. And guess what? When you're asking them questions, they may get some self-realization in the process. So maybe they can actually start to transform into a person that wouldn't frustrate you. Isn't that good? That's why I love this strategy. And the fourth and final step, isolation. This is a strategy. Isolate yourself from those people and then seek a new community of people who are seeking like you're seeking, who are growing like you're growing. It takes an ending to something in the past in order to make room for something new in the future. So some things have to end to create space for new things to come in. Isn't that amazing? So in this case, isolation is okay. In this case, a little silence and solitude. In this case, a little boundary setting so you're not even exposed to the people that are frustrating you. Isolate yourself a little bit, but do it with purpose, intentionally, to clear your mind. Then start to pursue a community of people who are pursuing and seeking to grow, because that's the kind of environment you need. People who are for you, don't judge you, and are in harmony. And that may be our community, which I would love. We've got some awesome people in our community, and that's what we do. But regardless if it's our community or not, find a community. I look back at my own life, and there's several times in my life where I've had to leave people behind. And I've just learned recently about not speaking into fools. And again, fools is the term the Bible uses. I know it sounds kind of harsh, but that's okay. Just think of it in the context of the Bible. These are people that just they haven't opened their eyes yet. They haven't been exposed to the light. They don't know truth yet. They're ignorant. And God will open their eyes, give them opportunities to, and you may be a part of that. So it's a discernment thing. I began to understand I don't need to invest my time in people who aren't ready. They say The teacher appears when the pupil is ready. There are times when I've had wisdom and I've tried to invest in people, but it was obvious that they weren't ready. Initially, it would frustrate me, but through reading the Bible and understanding this strategy, I'm like, no, don't get frustrated. It's okay. Don't keep trying. What happens, those people will come back around to you when they're ready because they know that you have the wisdom that they need. It's a beautiful thing when that all works together. So keep those things in mind. That's my personal testimony. It's happened several times in my life. Once I became aware of the power of not casting your wisdom on fools. Subscribe with the notification bell to receive regular updates. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button so you can see more like this. Comment down below. This can be with questions or answers to question you ask. And join us the next time on this amazing journey from isolation to community, where the next step beyond is freedom.